Running a small business means I wear lots of hats. When I put on my hiring hat, I can count on LinkedIn Hiring Pro to make it easy. LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps manage my hiring workflow, puts my job post in front of a unique network of professionals, and matches me with the best candidates for my business. I can also share my job with my network. No other job site lets me do that. No wonder most small businesses say they'd use LinkedIn Hiring Pro again. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre- and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my podcast, Esme's Country Life. Today we have another midweek mini pod or podlet where I'm going to be talking about my first ever training show with my new horse Mimi. But before we begin, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the sponsor of the podcast, Red Post. Red Post is an equestrian and country store based in the UK and they also ship all over the world. And guys, I know I've said it the last couple of podcasts, but I'm just so excited about my new collaboration helmet with Charles Owen. It's the Esme Phoenix. It's a skull cap. It has so many cool features. It's got great ventilation. It's got a removable liner so you can put it in the washing machine. It's got a dial fit at the back as well so you can make sure it's nice and snug. But anyway, if you want to go and check it out, it is actually exclusively sold at Red Post. So go and check it out at redpostequestrian.co.uk or for my USA audience, redpostequestrian.com. But anyway, let's get into today's mini pod or podlet because oh my goodness, guys, I feel like a very proud mother because Mimi and I had our first ever training show the other day, and I tell you what, I wasn't actually that nervous. So if you guys are new to the channel or didn't know, I haven't properly competed in show jumping in years and years. I'm talking pre-pandemic. That's how long it's been. And that's for many different reasons. So I did a lot of competing with my Connemara pony, Casper. Back in the day, we did the international or inter-schools competitions. We did a lot of pony club competitions as well. We've competed at Hicksted. So back in the day, really enjoyed my kind of pony show jumping with Caspy. And then as I kind of got older, school was a little bit more intense and serious, so I really wanted to do well in my exams, so that's when I kind of had a bit of a competing hiatus, and it's been a bit of a longer hiatus than expected. Then got my young horse Joey to kind of produce and bring along, and the plan was to do show jumping with him, but that never quite happened because of him having different injuries, having time off, and basically came to the conclusion that Joey just isn't built for show jumping. It's not his thing. So he is now my dressage horse, and we started doing dressage competitions at the beginning of this year, so back kind of March, April time. And when I tell you my competition nerves, just doing a little dressage test, oh my gosh, they were awful. It was bad, guys. My competition nerves at the beginning of this year is bad. So we've had a lot of progress. So yeah, very proud of myself with that. And actually, I was like, ooh, I know that I've been doing a lot of dressage stuff with Joey now, and I've done affiliated dressage as well, so we're all registered, and I remember that being a big thing because I'm like, oh my gosh, people could look up all my results and I don't know, scary stuff like that. But I was like, oh my gosh, jumping is a little bit different though when it comes to competing, because with dressage, you're probably not going to fall off, touch wood. You're probably, the worst thing that you can do is accidentally jump over the whiteboards and leave the arena and, get eliminated. If you do your test wrong, which I've done before, the judge will just be like, don't worry, you got to go and do this, and you carry on, and you might just lose a few marks. You're all good. So I don't know why, but I was actually less nervous for my jump training show with Mimi, and those are probably different reasons. Number one, it was a training show, so I wasn't competing against anyone. I was just competing against myself. Number two, it is a showground that I've been to quite a lot this year, so I was feeling a little bit more calm. It was also on a Wednesday as well, and I feel like weekdays are often quieter, so I was like, that's nice. And also, I just feel so confident riding Mimi. I don't know what it is. Even though she's a young horse and she's a new horse, I haven't had her that long at all, only a few months, I feel so confident when I jump her, so I was very proud of her. So anyway, yeah, tell you who was nervous though. Davide, my dad, he gets very bad like competition nerves when I'm competing. He's not even the one doing it. He's obviously cares a lot about me, so I appreciate it. So he was like, on the day, he was like, "We're not filming, are we?" I was like, "Yeah, we are. This is like a big moment. I'm taking Mimi to her first training show. I'd like to do some filming." And he was like, "I thought you just wanted to focus on, you know, your riding and stuff." Well, I was like, "Yeah, I will be focusing on my riding, but your job is doing the filming." So what I actually did was I put because it was a training show, and obviously I was going to say there are no rules. There are obviously some rules, you know. But I wore my little helmet cam because for most competitions you're not allowed to wear that. But because it was a training show, who's going to stop me? So anyway, wore my little helmet cam on my helmet while I was there. And it was also another reason why I felt more confident was because my instructor Felicity, she was there. Also one of my friends was there competing as well, so it was nice to have kind of my trainer on the ground helping me warm up, get us ready to go into the arena. And like Mimi, she loves her jumping. So when you have a horse that just like absolutely like takes you to the fences, absolutely loves it, like it makes you feel more confident. Because let me tell you, she has got a lot of confidence, that girl. So anyway, we did 2 classes. We did the 80 centimeters and the 90 centimeters. So I'll do a little round debrief for you. Don't worry, there will be a vlog coming soon to my YouTube channel if you would like to watch that and see what it's like to ride Mimi. So the first course, obviously it was actually quite nice because we did the same course twice, but just, you know, 10 centimeters higher. So the first on the 80, the first jump, it was actually quite nice. You're going towards home, but then it was actually like the second fence, it was a bit of a dog leg to it. And I think a lot of horses kind of zoomed off, and it was like kind of like a last minute scramble to get to number 2. So I was actually very good. I was, you know what, watching people go before you in show jumping is very telling, because there were 2 kind of bits where I was like, that might catch Mimi out. So yeah, first one, I was like, okay, Mimi, we need to sit you on your butt, girl. We need to slow down after the first one, because if not, we're just gonna run straight past fence 2. So got her back, got her around. She was like on fire. Let me tell you, she was so keen. She was like, I want to go fast. And the whole time I was like, Mimi, this is not a speed class. We just need to go clear. So you need to slow down. I appreciate your enthusiasm. So let me tell you, my legs were aching afterwards, because Mimi's the sort of horse where when I slow her down, I don't really use my hands that much. I mainly use like my body weight and kind of like sit back, use my core, because the last thing I want to do, I don't want to, you know, yank her in the mouth or anything like that. So I'm really using my body weight to get her back. I'm like, okay, slow down, girl. But no, she was amazing. Like first round was a little, you know, slapdash. It was a little, you know, the rhythm was not quite rhythming at times. She was, yeah, very speedy. And then actually, second time around, I'll continue the first round. So for the 80, we had 1 pole, and that was kind of my fault. I found the second part of the course, she was definitely a lot more adjustable, was listening to me a little bit more. So what happened was there was this oxer, and then straight after the oxer, you had to do quite a tight turn and come back round, like almost on yourself. And a lot of people kind of either forgot the course there or couldn't quite make the turns. So I was like, okay, Mimi, as soon, like basically while we were going over the oxer, I was like kind of like asking her to do the turn a little bit, and where she was just a little bit long, a little bit flat, where it was near the end of the round, I think it was like fence 10, she just clipped it with her back leg, and I was like, honestly, we had like the perfect stride to it and everything, but just where she was a bit flat, she rolled it, unfortunately. So that was an unlucky one. And then the second round that I did was the 90, and oh my gosh, she was amazing. She was a lot more adjustable. She was really listening to me when I asked her to do a half halt and just slow up a little bit and come back to me. She did, so I was like, this is great. And yeah, like was really happy with how we hit all the strides. The only fence where we had a little bit of a dodgy one was there was a related distance, and the second part of the fence, let's just say it came up quick. So it was a 2 stride, and we did it in 1. So that was the only bit where I had a bit too much speed. She still cleared it though, because she's a very careful mare, like lucky, very lucky to have her. So yeah, that was a learning one, but we still went clear. So hooray! So well done, Mimi. Because it was like a training show. It was quite nice because like there were loads of people that are either on young horses or horses they didn't really know that well. So we were kind of all in the same boat because I was on a young horse that I don't know very well at the same time. It was really nice because I got to pick a rosette afterwards. It was a lot of people just go and they take their young horses and they're like professional riders. You know, they don't take a rosette every time they go clear. But I was kind of waiting there. She was like, "Would you like a rosette?" And I was like, "Yes, please." I was kind of like, "It's our first training show, and I'd like one for the memories." Because obviously, like the beginning of the day, where there was a lot more like younger kids. So kind of as we were leaving, that's when like a lot of the younger kids were kind of leaving, and that were doing kind of like the smaller classes. But anyway, so she was probably expecting, you know, me being a full-on 25-year-old, being like, "Yes, I would still like my rosette, please." Anyway, so no, so proud of Mimi. She was such a good girl. Cannot wait to get her back out there again and do some more jumping. I think I'll probably wait until I'm back from Aachen because it's not long now, guys. The time of recording this, less than 2 weeks away. Oh my gosh, that's wild. So yeah, very excited for the World Championships. But yeah, so I think once I'm back from Aachen, that will be when we start doing some actual competition rather than training shows. But anyway, thank you so much everybody for listening to today's Podlet or mini pod. I really hope you enjoy it. Have a lovely rest of your week and I'll see you all on Saturday. Thank you to Red Post for sponsoring. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye.